Time now for Faith Friday, and we are very excited for our next guest. She's a New York Times best-selling author and incredibly popular speaker who talks about how building a deeper spiritual connection can really lead to a more fulfilling life.
And now she is sharing the important lessons that she learned about setting boundaries in her relationships with her new book, Good Boundaries and Goodbyes. Please welcome Lysa TerKeurst. Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's a joy to be with you.
It is so nice to have you here. We love the cover of the book. We were just looking at it. So you wrote this. This is a really interesting, it come from your own personal experience. You wrote it after you went to counseling and decided to end your 29-year relationship. That is a long time. So tell us what you learned and why you decided to put it all in a book for other people to learn from.
Right. Well, some of the most important lessons I learned, I didn't want a divorce. It was a really heartbreaking situation for me. But I learned that sometimes it's really not about walking away from another person. It's about accepting reality. And mental health is a commitment to reality at all costs. And so I knew if I want to stay sane in the process, that it was time for me to fight for my health. And it was time to stop fighting for a relationship that was unsustainable.
And Lysa, I know you really struggled with the idea of whether setting boundaries could also be Christian. But you say setting boundaries is not just a good idea, it's a God idea. What do you mean by that?
Well, I like to open the Bible and find answers to some of life's most challenging issues. And so I was a little tentative. I was thinking, is God okay with us drawing boundaries? Because sometimes it feels like boundaries are like shoving other people away. But that's not really what boundaries are really effective communication tools.
What do you say to women who really struggle with setting boundaries right now?
Well, first I say I understand. I think boundaries are hard to set. I think they're hard to communicate, but they are really worth it. And the main lesson that I would say is look at the areas in your life, areas of capacity where you're giving access to other people, to your capacity. You have limited capacity. So to the level that you give someone access, you need to require that that other person brings that same level of responsibility. My problem was that I was giving level 10 access to people who are only giving level 3 responsibility. And the distance between those, that's where you find chaos, that's where you find dysfunction. And where there's relational chaos, there is a need for a boundary. So I used to make the mistake that I would try to put a boundary on another person to try to make them be more responsible, but we all know that that doesn't work. We have to put a boundary around ourselves, and if they are only willing or capable of level 3 responsibility, then we need to reduce the access we grant them down to level 3 so there's equilibrium.
I think we can all feel exactly what you're saying. Just amazing. But let's talk about some words of wisdom. We're heading into the weekend. We ask all our guests for this. You just gave us some, but give us some more words of wisdom.
I would say a couple of things. One, God loves us too much to answer our prayers at any other time than the right time, and in any other way than the right way. We don't serve a do-nothing God. He's always doing something, and so we have to trust that He is on the move even if we can't see it, and His direction is always in the direction of something good.
Thank you, and you can get a copy of Good Boundaries and Goodbyes. It is available everywhere books are sold.
All right, go run and get it.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.